All right, man. We live and back in full effect for another episode of the APF podcast, episode 127. It is the most phenomenal man that shot the system, aka the coach. And it's your boy going for. I hope you guys are enjoying your day and start the Fridays to start basically of the weekend. So let's get to it. So well, there's a little controversy, as you know. The D1 Valkyrae
Oh,
came out with her little skincare company, and people are really uh not really for it because I guess like blue light has no effect on your skin as far as your skin, more your eyes because you're using your eyes to look at the screen, which is true. But at first, I was about to go crazy on Hassan and XUC for talking crazy because them two I'm not gonna call them clowns, but those two nerds literally don't know and do not know a lick about skincare as much as I don't, as much as me. We all don't know. Women know more about skincare than us. So, but after I looked into blue light a little bit, it makes sense why people are not buying it because it has more effect on your eyes than your skin. So, but there are other people out there that are not for it. So one person also said that they played one or two games together, and they also don't believe in the product. But, so, uh, I mean, I see people saying she's getting finesse. There are people saying she's getting finesse with her company because like if you see the back of the bottle, you can clearly see that it says that they are not liable for anything, and of course that's a smart thing to do. Just put a little label back that says we're not liable for anything that happens when you use this product. But mm, me, am I gonna buy it? No, even though I like her streams. I like her as a person. I like what she do. But me, as much as time as I spend in front of a screen, also I'm just not going to buy it because one, I'm not even going to remember to use it every day. Two, I'm not going to go to Ulta to buy that shit just to support. No, if I'm gonna go and buy something for somebody, I gotta it's gotta speak to me, and that product does not speak to me as much as a content creator, as much as she's a good content creator. Eh, I don't know about you, but I'm not gonna buy some shit that I'm not gonna use on it. That I'm not gonna remember to use or is not gonna benefit me.
yeah.
It's
Uh, okay. Oh, are you done yet, or are you keep
yeah,
going?
yeah. I'm done. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, look, it just seems to be she was finessed by her that company she was working with for 2 years. And what people have said is that the blue light from TVs have no effect on your skin. Now, the blue light coming from the sun, yes, that can affect your skin, but there's been no proven facts that it destroys your skin, it just destroys your eyeballs. Um, so that's part of the reason why it's
She
just
should have
lotion.
made eye drops though. She should have made eye drops.
She probably should have made eye drops if anything to try and sell that one. But that could even be worse because who knows? Somebody goes blind from your eye drop shit. The end of you. So she really should have been more like. Have there been any proof about this type of thing for blue light? I've never heard anybody complain about their skin is getting worse from blue light. I just don't know. People are in front of the screen all the time. It doesn't destroy your skin. You know what? You know what destroys your skin? Aging. That's it. And I've never heard somebody say my skin is
Candy.
really dry for sitting for 8 hours at this screen. No, it's your eyeballs.
It's
So
it's
she
also
was
a
wrong.
candy that destroys your skin. Also,
Yeah, yeah. All different things that we can prove. But no, I just think she made a mistake. a pretty bad mistake in terms of putting 2 years of her life into it, pushing this thing, and now she's got to just say I didn't know, or that I did not do enough research and I put myself in a bad position. I know she did a response, a audio response. I did not watch it to know what she said, but from what I've read, people she kind of just didn't take any blame, and you gotta take some blame.
Matter of fact, let me find. Let's see. Let me.
I believe she. I don't know if it's on her Twitter or not, but I do know it's out there. Her response, but you need to take. You have to take responsibility for your consequences. You decide to go believe in something that I've never heard about ever. I've never heard about. They for whatever information they gave you. You're pretty gullible. I mean, this is a very smart woman, and she was easily swayed by whatever that research could have been.
She
I don't
said that
know.
she had like the top scientists and shit were, what you call it, researching for like the past 2 years and learning from this learn from this one woman scientist. I don't know. I seen her name,
One.
but I forgot it. But
I
she
need
she
more
was
than
learning from
one.
her.
You give me one. See, you can't give me one. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that?
I no, I mean she specifically named her, and there's
Yeah,
probably
that's,
other people in the
I
background.
mean, you're scientists for 2 years. I mean, have they even published any of this information? Have they done any kind of peer review research so they can be rigorously tested? She just says, "Well, we did for 2 years. Believe me. Look, you messed up, and you know that ish ain't real. That's why she took off their things. That's why she took off 100 thieves. I don't know why she did that. To try. I mean, that it doesn't matter. You're still 100 thieves. Taking off 100 thieves doesn't mean
She
anything
took
about.
off her Twitter.
Yeah, she took off her Twitter to
Oh,
not get so much blowback on the company. But
oh
I was
yeah,
just
yeah. I'm
saying,
on her Twitter right now. I see. Yeah, I see the
yeah, I was just
little
saying,
video clip.
yeah, that really doesn't matter because everybody knows that that's your team, that's your people. So I don't know what she's thinking in terms of you know taking off
She
their
was
name.
probably trying to disassociate the Hundred Thieves name with and just have it all on her
Yeah,
type of
and
thing.
I get it. And it is all on her. That's what I'm saying. I don't really think keeping not moving them off would have kept done anything. Everybody,
In fact, it
it's not
probably
100
makes
thieves thing.
makes her look even worse.
Yeah, it's not 100 thieves thing. It's a her thing,
Yeah,
and she just made a mistake. We all make mistakes. You know, the truth of the matter is she's still in her mid 20s, and even though she may be have all these social
bro.
cues,
No, she's about to be 30. She's about to be
okay,
30.
so she's like late 20s, and you're still look. People have to understand. Kyrie Irving's 29 and makes horrible decisions, so it almost doesn't matter really. When in your 20s, you're still a
Um,
young person. You're still a
it's just
child.
funny you say that she's also 29.
Yeah, like you can still make bad decisions as you get older. Your decision making is supposed to get better with age, but sometimes it never gets better. It kind of stays kind of the same. But I myself would never get into anything other than like clothes. I would not get into clothes. If I was going to release a lotion, then that's different. Like Pokemon released like a couple years ago, she released makeup. It did well and sold well. It was a one time thing,
Oh,
and
she
nobody
did.
ever. Yeah, she did. Like
Oh,
eyeliner, plot. The stuff that all the makeup that women put on themselves, and it did well. Nobody said anything. It was cool. That's the type of thing I think Ray should have done, rather than and even if she did skin lotion, just do regular old skin lotion. You know, with your favorite smells and all this stuff. That could make your skin feel more better and put some more make it more lively or whatever buzzwords they use for all these lotions on commercials. But to go with blue light, especially not basically this is not real blue light. It's not the blue light from the sun. It's blue light from a TV. It it was the wrong decision, and she made a mistake, and she's going to take a little backlash, but it doesn't mean she's a bad person, and she'll be fine. It will blow over. It'll blow over very quickly.
Within the next couple weeks, it's gonna blow over. It's not gonna just. It's just like what anybody else that go through something controversial. They take that backlash and then they just move on from it.
Yeah,
That's
what I think. So
I need to see. I need to hear what
Hello, I just wanted to give a quick update, even though I'm probably not allowed to do this, but it's been a very, very long 2 days. But I've been waiting to speak and to stream.
Bro, she sounds so depressed.
I see how the Reflect website
yeah,
has
it's not easy taking all that backlash.
All the hate and the doubt and the concerns.
So up in David Dobrik.
The criticism are all warranted and valid. I understand completely where you're all coming from. I also was very upset and confused when I saw the website and there were no links to the studies or credits to the labs or the people that work behind the scenes to make Reflect happen. So, yeah, it's very confusing, lacking a lot of information, but they're updating it now. And after it's updated, I will stream and I will answer everything and I will talk about my experience. And
bro, listen. I mean,
It's not easy. It's not easy to when you're in the firestorm. I don't think people really understand how it feels or how it looks when everybody's coming for your head, and that is what's happening. That's why she sounds so down. You know what I mean? This was like 2 years in the making. People, this is probably one of the biggest, most important launches of her career at this point. And for it to go this way, look at her. She said we did all these studies, they didn't even put none of them there, and that's they did bad, man. They really did bad. So they obviously I don't know if they've released the information. She hasn't streamed, obviously, so they haven't put it out there. They really should, because they're using her name for this stuff, and she better demand that and get that thing done so she can answer questions about her experiences and things. But yeah, I'm not surprised she's kind of down. It's not easy being in that storm, man. It just isn't. It never is. It never is.
And I seen
What happened to T-Bone?
I know I seen fucking Saikuno, come to her rescue.
Yeah,
I feel like if I feel like whatever she does, he'll just. I'm not saying that he should because he's not the type of dude to downplay somebody and not support them, but I mean he's that one dude that will not what you call it, will not do what Hassan does, does, or do what XQC does, or do what 39 Daft does, and actually speak their mind.
well, Hassan was like, it's fucking lotion or something.
He basically said it's fucking soap.
It's fucking soap, or what? Is it a soap?
I don't know how he knows it's a soap when it's for your face.
I thought it was a lotion. That's what I thought it was.
I'm thinking it's a lotion, but for some reason he knows that he said that it's a soap, so he must know that's the soap. But he has not used the product, so I don't know how he knows any of that shit in the first place.
Yeah, I thought it was always lotion. But
I thought it was like a lotion or a face mask or something.
Maybe it's a face mask. Maybe it's a face wash.
I think based on the bottle, it's a lotion.
Oh yeah,
the way the bottle looks, it's a lotion.
Yeah, I mean, what did XQC say? He always says something.
He said I like the Valkyrae streams, but what does she know about skincare? True.
I mean, she probably knows more than him. Because
that's what I was saying. I was like, I know you ain't talking, motherfucker. You don't know shit about skincare. All you know how to do is fucking mold. All you know how to do is mold, buddy. I don't want to hear nothing from you. And then he gonna talk shit about Hassan's career not being good. I mean, X is one of those dudes that his opinions you can't take serious because he just talks shit, chat shit for the Keck W's. I swear, that's literally all he does. You can never take him serious.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So, are we going to do the anniversary teams or the top 10 list?
Well, let's just go through the anniversary teams go through those because that's obviously the most important story of the week right now is the guys who are left off the anniversary teams.
I mean, we should only really talk about the ones that didn't get snubbed. Well, no, the new list, the new people.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the 25 new ones.
So it was confirmed. Yeah, so 11 active players were named to the actual list. So that's why I read here. Yeah, 11. Yeah, so all 50 members are on the NBA. So the NBA 50th anniversary team is the 50 players from the 50th team to the 75 team, and then 11 active players, which makes it 61. And then there's 14 players.
There's actually supposedly there's 76 people.
Yeah, there was a tie. I don't know who's the tie. I don't know who's the tie. I looked, but I don't know who is the tie at all right now. But the 11 active players were Giannis, Carmelo, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, Kevin Durant, James Harden, LeBron, Kawhi, Damian Lillard, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. So those are the new active players. So let's see. We got the six international players are Giannis, Tim Duncan, Patrick Ewing, Steve Nash, Dirk Nowitzki, and Hakeem. And that's it. Let's see. What else?
Like the 5 NBA legends.
Yeah, the 5 NBA legends. They are the ambassadors for the 75th anniversary season. Are obviously part of the 75th anniversary team. Clyde Drexler, Magic Johnson, Lewinsky, Bob Petty, Oscar Robertson. By representing different eras of the league's history, the ambassadors will make appearances throughout this season and have a significant presence at this year's All-Star game in Cleveland, which I'm surprised is in Cleveland.
Cleveland,
okay. So yeah, it's a good list. But again, the truth of the matter is, the only thing is, I think they did the right thing, which is, look, if you are able to find a list of the actual 25 new people, that'd be great. But
so
because we only know about the active players. I don't know about the 14 absolute new players that are now added in from wherever. Dwayne Wade's obviously one of them.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce is one of them. He's the other one. He's the second other one. Jason Kidd is the other one. Yeah, I'm just actually looking through this list. Kobe Bryant. You can probably actually name most of them. That's about 4 I just named. Kevin Garnett's the 5th one I've seen. In terms of the non-active new ads that I've seen. Yeah, about them. Reggie Miller probably. I don't think
Reggie was on there.
Was he on the 50th team?
I
don't think so.
I don't think he was.
No. Yeah, he wasn't. So I think, that's 6 of the 14 I just named new ads that are not on there. Dirk Nowitzki is the 7th. It was Gary Payton. No, Gary Payton was not on the team, 50th team, when he was playing. Because when the 50th one was 96, he was still in the league.
No, Tony Parker actually did win 4 titles. He did win 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, I would hope those people got good researchers. They should know. I mean, they pay those people money. I think that's about 7. But I know Clay Thompson was mad.
So there's Ray Allen, Giannis.
Okay, he's
Carmelo.
another one that wasn't there.
I'm counting the people that wasn't on the 50th team.
Yeah, I was counting the players that the 14 new add-ons who are not active players.
Oh,
because there's 14 non-active guys who've been added to the anniversary team, and I think you just we've named 7 of the 14, 7 or 8. That would be there. I would have to read the 50th anniversary team, then take out those names, and it would be a lot of typing and all that stuff. But Clay Thompson should be on that list, most likely.
Sure.
What else? Kyrie Irving, no. They put Damian over Kyrie. I'm okay with that because Damian Lillard is a better player than Kyrie Irving, and he's, for me, myself.
Yeah, I personally think he is.
Some people are mad about Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Let me see. I'm sure there's. Let's see a list of the snubs. Dwight Howard. He deserves to be there. He actually does. He actually was. I would say that. Yeah, I think he deserves to be there. Dwight Howard. We're talking about the best.
Yeah.
He was the guy.
Yeah, he was like the guy after Shaq.
Yeah. So I'm on Sports Illustrated. They have some of their snubs: Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Pau Gasol, Derrick Rose.
Oh yeah.
Funny thing is, every MVP winner in league history except Jokic and Rose are not on on the anniversary team.
I mean, I think
So
Jokic's gonna make the 100.
Well,
He's
yeah,
gonna
he'll
make
make the 100. I mean, I'm not really concerned about this year's thing. Every guy who's snubbed right now is making next one.
Oh yeah, Kyrie's probably gonna make that one. Dwight Howard probably, and Klay Thompson probably gonna make the 100 anniversary team.
Yeah. Paul George, nah, not Paul George. If you're gonna put Paul George, you'd rather put Klay Thompson.
No, yeah. If you have to put him, you have to put Klay there, obviously.
Yeah, Klay should be there. Very interesting. Who else? It's funny. One guy was like, I think Dwight should have been there, but I didn't vote for him. Then why are you talking about it? A lot of people don't like Dwight. That's how it is.
He should have been there, but I didn't vote for him. Okay, and nobody asked.
Yeah. So they also talked about some of
Draymond Green isn't on there.
Well, I mean, he won 3 championships, 5 finals appearances, a single defensive player of the year. The numbers aren't too impressive. I get why he's not on there. If he had more,
I personally wouldn't put him on there myself, but
I would probably put him on the 100th team because it's more. But I wouldn't really worry about putting him on the team at all because he just doesn't have he doesn't have the numbers, the numbers and everything, and he's the third guy. So to me, I don't think so. But I would say that if we look towards the 100th team in 2046, it would be Luka's going to be there. Zion is there. All Zion, John Morant, Trae Young, Jason Tatum, maybe even probably LaMelo. If they're all healthy for 10 years, they're good. They're on the team. At least in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that.
Embiid, obviously.
Oh yeah, he wasn't on there. Damn.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Joel Embiid was injured most of his early career. Well, he has not won the MVP. He has not made a finals. He has not made a conference finals. No, he should not be on the team. And if you look at it, everybody who's on the team, okay, played at least 5+ years. Embiid may have played that many years like Kyrie Irving, but Embiid was injured for most of his years like Kyrie Irving. He missed 2 years of his career, people. He's only played 5 years of basketball, really. Okay? That's it. No, you cannot be there. Luka would have a better shot being there. He's been All-NBA 2 times, All-Star 2 times, freaking averaging almost 30 a game. Like he's the easiest shoo-in right now of the young guys to be on the 100th team. He's the easiest shoo-in because he most likely will have by 10 years from now, like 10 or 11 All NBAs because he'll just keep scoring. So he's probably the easiest one, though. Maybe Donovan Mitchell.
Oh yeah, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert. A lot of people like Rudy Gobert. Ugh. Everybody likes Rudy Gobert. I'm like, I don't care about Rudy Gobert. He's not even very good. He's just, it's not very good to me.
He's just defensive. Really.
Yeah. Shit, if that's it, fucking put Ben Wallace in that motherfucker. He's a Hall of Famer. He has what, 4 DPOYs? I mean, he should. He has 3. He should be there. And he did it. As a 4. He wasn't 7 foot. To me, it's always more impressive for the Dennis Rodmans and the Ben Wallaces to get like as many DPOYs as these centers who all they do is sit in the paint. They have the easiest job to get the Defensive Player of the Year. Get a bunch of blocks.
So before you finish, I think I think the 25 people that are on this list right now, they're gonna be on the 100 team. They're gonna have 25 new people.
Yeah.
From this current era in the next era.
Yeah, so they'll add the Luka era guys, the Kay Cunningham guys, and the next couple guys. But yes, everybody on this list will be on the list forever. There'll be no taking off because if they didn't take off any of these 50 guys for these new dudes who are far better, then we know that's how they're going to do it, and I'm okay with it because it makes it so much easier for the voters to just decide on 25 spots rather than worry about now trying to do 75 players. Is just easier. I'm sure they have a list of players who've played the last 25 years. Here you go. Here's every player who's played the last 25 years. I'm sure they have like 3 or 4 votes. Pick your guy. And that's it. That's probably it. I like it. I think it respects the George Mikens, the Bill Russells, the Bob Cousy's for their era because they were these guys in their era. They were the
like they respect the people that played like in the first All-Star game, the first NBA Finals, the first MVP.
The Jerry West, yeah. So I've always said their easiest way to do it is probably just to add 25 players forever. That's just how you do it every time. I'm sure somebody would do the 80th anniversary team, which would be interesting. I don't be surprised if publications, when the 80th year of the NBA, they're like, let's do our own little list where we add who's the 5 new players you add. And remember, in 5 years, Lucas plays 7 years. Jason Tatum's plays 7-8 years. John Morant, the same amount. Zion, the same amount. Now these guys can start being added in. How much more do they need to be added to the team? I think if I was doing a list of, if I get the same 75 and in 2026, I'm doing a 80th anniversary team, I'm adding probably Luka's the first ad right there. Luka is the first ad. For me, the first ad.
Yeah, I would add him also. He has to be there.
Barring he makes like 3 or 4 more All-NBA first teams, yeah, he'll be there. Second would be Klay Thompson. Because to me, he was fringe for probably a lot of people. Who knows? We'll never know their voting. I would love to know the voting of Klay Thompson and if he was like a fringe guy or not. If he was a fringe guy or not. That's what I want to know. But we'll see.
He should have been on there from the jump, but he'll
be on there though.
You don't get the opportunity to vote.
The man is literally the part of the greatest backcourt in NBA history. I mean, anyways. I mean, he could actually be called the greatest shooter of all time. Some people actually think that, and I don't blame them. I don't know, man. 3 championships as a second guy of the last great dynasty in the league. I don't know. When literally 2 of his other guys, KD and Steph, are there, he should be there. But whatever, it's whatever. I mean, I love Dirk Nowitzki, but I love him, but like, come on. I would take him out. Sorry. Maybe that's a little harsh, but I would probably take Dirk Nowitzki out and put him on the 100th anniversary team. He won 1 championship. That's probably why he's there. And also, he's right now the greatest international player of all time.
If I was, I
Well,
would take
maybe not.
Russell Westbrook out.
Oh, him. Yeah, probably him. Yeah, okay. A single MVP, never won anything. Yeah, I'm surprised he made it out of everybody too. Anyways, the media loves Russell Westbrook. They love him a lot in terms of his scoring and everything. They love him. All right. Well, if that, do you have any more comments on the list or?
No, I said what I need to say about the list.
Alrighty. So I have now obviously I put some more money, improved my operation of my top 10 list. I had put it in notepad because that's what you do when you're cheap.
I
You
would
put it
say
in notepad.
that's what I would say. Like because this is like your third list, so I would say like you have like a little notepad, and have like the day you put the date and the list, and compare
Yes.
your previous list to your new list, and
Yeah.
just have like a whole little record of that shit.
Yeah, so starting with this week 6, I will keep this notepad to compare my list from now. So it is what it is. But my top 10, we've had a little bit changes. I looked at the Bleacher Reports, the USA Today's, the ESPN's. I looked at other power ranking lists because that's what I do, and I use them to accumulate my own power ranking list and my reasons for putting those teams. Now, number 1 is the Arizona Cardinals. Now, why are the Arizona Cardinals number 1 for me? Number 1, they are 6-0. They beat the Rams, okay? They beat the Rams, who some people believe are a Super Bowl winning contending team. And don't forget, the same Arizona Cardinals team held that team to 20 points. 20 points. No team has held them to 20 points. Okay? Arizona's defense and offense are the best complement in the league currently. It was the Bills who dropped down to number 7, just give you a little bit of a sneak peek, who dropped a lot because they could not do anything to stop Derrick Henry. But the Cardinals, they have some COVID issues right now. 24 cases of COVID throughout the organization, most in the league. This week they are playing the Texans, so that's a pretty easy game. You know, probably give them that beat down real quick. Go 7-0. And at some point, you have to give respect to teams who are undefeated. They are undefeated for a reason. It's not like they play some bums and became 6-0. They play some good teams, and so I gotta give it to them 6-0. I give them number 1. Now, my number 2 team is my Baltimore Ravens. Now, why are they number 2? Because they beat a Chargers team that people thought was contending for the AFC crown. The Baltimore Ravens had the most impressive win of the season, other than the Cardinals beating those Rams or the Rams beating the Buccaneers. Why? Justin Herbert has been cooking all year. He just scored 47 points against the Browns the week before, and he comes to the Ravens, and their defense and their blitz package kept him on his toes all game long. He really didn't know what he was looking at, and he looked like a rookie. He looked for the first time. He probably felt like, wow, I really am a young player. Because you know what to do. They're bringing pressures that weren't even really pressures. He was seeing things, and he was looking bad. The defense played so well, probably the best defensive game all season by defense. And, the Ravens' running game was really good that game. They're able to run the ball. They didn't even have to throw it as much as they had the last couple weeks, which is a good show. And, they have the Bengals this week, so that's going to be another win. And look, the Cardinals have to lose for me to move the Cardinals off my number 1, just to give everybody a heads up. I can't move a team who's undefeated off. Even if the Ravens destroy the Bengals, it's going to be number 2.
Oh no, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that. So the Ravens, if they win, they stay where they are, and they deserve to be number 2. They're the best team in the AFC because they did a good job on those Chargers. Now number 3 is, how about them boys, the Dallas Cowboys? I know. If Skip was to see his list, he'll be very, very happy. But why am I putting Dallas Cowboys there? Because the Dallas Cowboys are winning games when the games need to win. Okay? Their defense did not have a good game against the New England Patriots, and Dak was able to bail them out. Dak is throwing the ball beautifully this year. You've got Zeke running the ball well with him and Pollard. Their offensive line is looking a lot better. Their defense is they've got Trayvon Diggs, the best defensive player in the NFL right now. The guy has 7 interceptions in 6 games. That is crazy, an NFL record for first 6 games. So their defense is opportunistic. They're able to get teams off when they have to, and really they outplayed the Buccaneers in week 1. They just scored too early, and they gave the ball to Tom Brady. So I gotta give the Cowboys. I have nothing. They won the division most likely already. Those teams are horrendous in their division. The Giants suck. The Washington football team sucks. The Philadelphia Eagles suck. So their division sucks. So they will probably win their division. And I don't know who they play next week. Right now, I would have to look it up. But either way, they're good. Number 4 is the Packers. The Green Bay Packers. They've won 5 straight games. You gotta give them credit. They've played well. Aaron Rodgers, Mr. Discount double check over there, having a crazy TD interception ratio, which I think is like 6-1. For every touchdown, 6 touchdowns is 1 interception, so that's crazy. And their defense is okay. They just got Whitney Merciless from the Texans. He got cut by the Texans to save cap money, so good for him. I want everybody off the Texans. They suck and they trash.
Oh man,
They'll be my number 32 team because the Lions are better than them. If I was doing a top 32 list, they would be 32 because the Lions are better. Just a heads up. Shouts out to the Houston Texans. They're trash. The Packers, yeah, they're good. They're fine, and they've got a tough game this coming weekend. So we'll see how they do. The number 15 is the Los Angeles Rams. They haven't had the impressive wins or the win streaks my other teams have. It's funny. All these other teams, all above them, all have what? 5-game winning streaks or more. The Rams are not on a 5-game winning streak. I'm sorry. They're not. So they're number 5. Their defense is still good. Matthew Stafford is very good. Cooper Kupp is the best wide receiver in the league right now. He's had over 10 receptions per game this season. So he's playing well. And the Rams, they're a good team. So they're going to be my number 5. Number 6 is the Buccaneers. I keep seeing people have Buccaneers 2. Their defense is trash. I can't have them no 2. What are you talking about? If they play any team with a competent defense, they're going to lose the game. You see what happened when they played the Rams with a competent defense and the similar offense? They got beat down by 17. So, no. I see these people have the Buccaneers 2 and 3. I'm like, are you fucking serious? If the Buccaneers played the Cardinals, if the Buccaneers played the Ravens, they're not winning those games because I believe those teams can get that offense off the field, and I don't think the Bucs can. The Bucs are down to their 3rd-string cornerbacks. I mean, they're in deep trouble. So I have no idea why they're number 2 or 3 in most power rankings, but they are, and they're wrong, and I will be proven right sooner or later. Don't mark my words. Number 7 are the Bills. The Bills were actually a number 2 team for me last week, as I remembered, and they dropped to 7. Why? Josh Allen. You've got to make that play. You cannot slip on the QB sneak. Number one, you want the left, so they knew what you're doing. You always go left on quarterback sneaks. So you go left, which was bad. Then number 2, you slip. And then number 3, you get held up by Jeffrey Simmons, who's getting mangled by a dude his size. He held you with his one arm by your neck and put you on the ground, bro. I mean, come on. That is weak. That is weak. Now, I agree with them going by that decision because you don't want to go to overtime and they get the ball, you lose. Nobody stopping anybody. But you got to do better execution of that play. You should probably have not went that way, but you've been tendency, man. Maybe you should change your tendency. So, and their defense is not as good as advertised. They got destroyed by Derrick Henry. Number 8 is the Titans. Now, you would ask me, why are you not putting the Titans over the Bills? Because let's be honest, the Bills are better than Titans. They just are. They've got better defense, they've got better quarterback, and they've got better wide receivers. You hear those betters? That was 3 of them. That's a sweep. So no, the Titans are good. Their defense is still god awful. Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league by a mile, and the only reason they won that game was because of Derrick Henry's ability to run. Now, this team, number 9, the Chiefs, will play the Titans on Sunday, and that's going to be a big game. Now, the Chiefs are not going to stop Derrick Henry because Derrick Henry is a grown man, and those are low boys. If the Ravens ran for 271 yards on you, what do you think Derrick Henry going to do? He's going to probably run for 180 or more by himself. Come on. You still believe in Patrick Mahomes. He has the most touchdowns thrown in the league with, I believe he's tied for the most interceptions with 8. So he's a turnover machine this year. But when you have that guy, you have Travis Kelce, you have Tyreek Hill, I can never count you out. I still think they're going to win their division. But right now, with the turnovers and their defense still not up to par, they face Washington, but Washington's not a good offensive, talented team in the first place. I got to wait to see. If they impress me here, they may move up my power rankings just because the other games some of these teams are playing are not as impressive. And especially if those teams don't blow out these teams, I will move up the Chiefs just because they face a competent team.
Are they in the top 10 still?
Who is?
The Chiefs.
Yeah, the number 9.
Oh, damn.
Number 9. And so my number 10 team is the Chargers. The Chargers, number 10, after getting absolutely fucking destroyed. I mean, they got their shit kicked in. They dropped. They dropped to number 10. They're right on the fringe. They're on the fringe. You know, they're on the fringe of my list. I would say number 11 is like the Saints, who else would I say? Yeah, Saints, the Raiders. Yeah, right there. Those are my like 11, 12 teams right there. And that's where the Chargers are. And they got to show me something this week after getting bum rushed. Their defense is sorry. And so they got to show up. They intercepted Lamar twice last week, but Lamar Jackson literally threw it to one guy because he didn't see him. And the other interception was a perfect pass on the hands of Bateman that he dropped and got intercepted. So it is what it is. And that is my list. I will be saving this list, and we will be going back again next week for the next edition of the
NFL top 10 teams list.
Yeah, the phenomenal top 10 rankings list. That's really long.
So I think that will be it for this episode. And with that being said, this has been the episode.
Wait, who won? They got Crown Jewel.
Oh, right? Yes. Oh, well.
I was very happy that Xavier Rhodes won King of the Ring. So all of my favorite stable, what's their name again? The New Day. All have single success, which I'm very happy about. I'm very surprised that Xavier Rhodes got it. I'm sorry, not Rhodes. Xavier Woods got it because he has had much singles wrestling the last couple years. Really, more about the YouTube channel. But I'm very happy for him. He beat Finn Balor, which I would say is very surprising. I don't know how many people.
Former world champion. No,
yeah.
For somebody like Xavier Woods, that is shocking.
Yeah, I was actually pretty shocked he beat Finn Balor of all people, but I mean, they do Finn Balor bad anyways every time. Goldberg, right? I was unable to watch Crown Jewel due to not having the account on my phone, but that's okay. I thought Goldberg won. Did Goldberg look good at all? I just wondered, did he look somewhat?
Yeah, he looked way better than last time.
Thank God. So they actually because I saw he speared Bobby Lashley off the thing, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. So that was cool. I like that. I'm sure the Brock Lesnar faced who faced Roman Reigns?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, so okay, yeah. So Brock Lesnar, lost obviously,
Now this one it was more even than any other matchups that usually ends in Roman getting his shit kicked in by Brock. But now that Roman's the heel, all of a sudden they're evenly matched.
Yeah, okay. I do wonder what's gonna happen when he loses, what they're planning for, what they're trying to do. That's always been my question, really. Like, what are they planning for the loss? Like, who's like when he loses, who's gonna beat him? Okay,
That's the
like how
same
many
thing that
nights?
I was wondering about Walter when he was a United Kingdom champion for like 800 days. I'm like, who's gonna beat this man?
Yeah, like who's gonna beat you? You've been the champion for like 2 years, basically. Like, who's gonna beat him? Who's the one they're gonna give the win to? Who's the one they're gonna be like, we're gonna push him? Like that's what you're trying to do. Who's gonna get the push from Roman Reigns to be the guy? Now, obviously, Survivor Series is up next, and how do I know this? Because I read about it. That's how I know Survivor Series is up next, or I would even fucking.
And they've been posting about it after during Crown Jewel. So
Yeah. So obviously, the match I'm excited about is Big E versus Roman Reigns. These two guys, these two dudes, it's going to be a great match. It's going to be such a good match. You know, there's going to be a lot of build up,
I
and I
think Big
do
E's gonna
want.
win. I think Big E's gonna win.
I really hope he does. I really hope he's the one that wins the match. As much as I love Roman Reigns, he needs to lose. And it's not bad to lose to the.
I would say you can put Tommaso Ciampa in there, and the NXT champion, the triple threat.
Mm-hmm.
Put
I
like the
would
NXT
say,
Women's Champion.
yeah.
Switch it up a little bit. You should even make it a fatal four and have the United Kingdom champion there.
Yeah, well,
Spice it up a little bit.
they never add that UK people. They just have them on the side and shit.
Yeah, they have them in their own brand, but I would
Yeah,
say add those people in there.
they
Make it
just start
spicy a
them
little
dude.
more.
You got them. There's some There's some side boys over there. I mean, I always wonder if those people ever think about moving to something else. It's
I mean,
always a question.
it'll have to benefit them. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I sometimes I just really hope they decide to bounce because those guys are really good wrestlers and they deserve to get a better shot in terms of exposure and everything. But maybe they like it there, so that's fine too. But Friday Night SmackDown in a couple hours. We'll see what happens there.
Supposedly Brock is going to show up. If
Yeah,
he doesn't, that's great. If he
that'd be
doesn't, then
cool.
that's clickbait.
I mean, shit, he may show up, may not. I mean, I hope he shows up. That'll be dope. Probably we'll do this every week to add in a little bit of wrestling. It's always cool to talk about. I may not be that really avid at all of a wrestling fan as much as I was like when I was 15, but I will bring. We should talk about it a little bit because it's a different thing, and the more things to talk about, the cool better. And it was a good pay per view. So
People were saying it was like the best Saudi pay per view that they've seen.
probably
And
yeah, probably
I'm inclined to agree with that.
yeah. They had the best matches when I looked at it. They had the best matches. I can imagine those matches to be good. I'm just happy the Goldberg match was actually a actual match where it lasted somewhat long, and he won and he looked good. That's all I want. I wanted him to look good. Goldberg is probably my favorite wrestler of all time. It used to be Jeff Hardy, but it's really Goldberg because of the whole 100-win thing. And for years, I've just been wanting him to look good. Like he had the last good match he had was a 10-minute match. I don't even think it was 10 minutes against Brock Lesnar at what was it?
WrestleMania or
No.
or
It was
Survivor
before us.
Series.
It was a Royal Rumble, right?
No, you talking about Goldberg versus Lesnar?
Goldberg versus Lesnar when it was like he did that one jackhammer and like won.
Oh, that was the Survivor Series 2016.
Okay, yeah, that's the last good match he had because the rest of them been trash. The rest have been trash, and so I'm just happy he had a good match. That was the one thing I really wanted to know. and he did. So I'm very happy. And here's to another good SmackDown, and Survivor Series being lit. I would say this: I would be interested if they did add the NXT champion to that match against Roman Reigns and Brock. I'm
because
sorry, against Roman Reigns and Big E.
the one in 2019 they had the North American champion, Intercontinental champion, and United States champion, all in triple threat.
Yeah, that'll
So
be cool.
they should do that again. I don't know why. I don't know.
I know
I don't know
why.
why they didn't do it previous years, but it would have been lit. The Fiend versus Brock Lesnar versus Adam Cole at the time. But
hmm
they had
I
other
know why
plans.
they do that shit. I know why. I know exactly why they didn't do that. They
It
never.
would kind of be
I
it
know
would kind
exactly
of be
why.
unfair for it would kind of be unfair advantage to Lesnar because he'll just be throwing Adam Cole around like it's nothing, and then Bray Wyatt just trying to intimidate his way into Brock Lesnar.
It's true. I always was surprised they let go of just Bray Wyatt. Like they let go of these dudes. They're like, yeah, you can go.
I
I
don't
was
know
always a
why.
little bit surprised about that.
I was kind of pissed. I was like, why? Why did you let him go? He literally had like a whole
He had
different
a
vibe
push.
that he had a whole different vibe that anybody else did not create other than him. Like he was thinking so outside the box that it was unheard of. I looked at his character. I was like, this is something I've never seen before. This is like
Yeah,
this is like a level beyond Undertaker.
yeah.
And
He had a really awesome looking thing, and I thought that obviously he has some input on it because WWE can't come up with anything good. So he was very good, and they just like shift him to the side and said, "Yeah, you're gone, bro." Like I was like, "Dang, really? Y'all really did? Y'all really just shafted that motherfucker?" Yeah, so yeah, you out of here. It's like, wow, he was cool.
and then they try to cover that shit up by by contract reasons, like
Yeah,
paying too
yeah.
much. I'm like, yeah, okay,
I'm like, yeah,
sure.
yeah, okay, really. Yeah, really, it was totally because of that. Yeah, fuck out of here. That ain't true. Them dudes got money for days. I've never heard them be like, yeah, we're scarce for money. Never do.
Like, so I'm
Like,
like, bro, the titles that people buy off you, the what you call
bro,
it,
them times was so
the merch
overpriced.
that they buy off you, the tickets that you sell per week. Come on now.
Them things are so overpriced. I mean, they really are. They're fucking plastic, man. Whatever.
Speaking of that, we did say we was gonna get one each.
Yes, yes, we will get one, but more importantly is getting a dope PC so I can.
That's the problem though. That's the problem right there.
Yeah, yeah. I still want the PC.
Uh,
I need to start paying
I
streaming.
say we get the PC first, and then
Yeah,
if
yeah,
if
yeah,
the
yeah.
by December, if the prices look decent, then I say we get the title as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. Okay, well, I guess we're done. We're done here.
So with that being said, this has been another episode of the APF podcast, episode 127. It is I, the most phenomenal man that has shocked the system, aka the coach, signing out.
And it is your boy going forward. If you did enjoy the podcast, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Remember, click that red box to get all the notifications for when we go live. Look at it. Click that arrow, that down arrow for description box. Look at all the links, support, and please have a safe day and a great start to your weekend.
We out, bitch. Ah!
Later.